Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back. So, I wanted to do this like weekly review of my time in China and what's going on, and basically just keep you guys in the loop and also have it to, look back on. Now, I realize that I have vlogged a decent amount of my week, so obviously I'm going to be regurgitating like a decent amount of information. So if you don't want to like just watch me say the same thing, then don't watch this, but there might be some new information and my thoughts on, just general topics. So yeah, let's just get right into things though. I am going to be looking over here on my computer, but I don't want to have the camera this way because it doesn't work. So you will just have to deal with me looking the other way. Alright, so on the 1st of August, oh, it's a week in like 2 days because I don't count the travel days. But on the 1st of August at 2 p.m., my flight to Istanbul left. I went from the airport to Istanbul. It was a 3-hour flight. And then from there I had a 6-hour layover in Istanbul, and that is where I got sick. So never eat Burger King ever again. Basically, I ate Burger King and I instantly felt it. I said it on video too. I was like, I felt sick. And that was really fucking bad. I haven't felt that sick in like, I don't even know. My mum, who now watches these videos by the way, so I can't even make up the best memes now. But my mum was like, "Oh, you were probably nervous," or "Oh, you should eat something," and I'm like, "Yep, I can't eat anything." Like it was really bad, and it didn't last for like a day or something. It lasted for a week, where every time before I had a meal I felt bad, and then while eating it I felt sick, and then after the meal I felt sick for like hours. Like from lunch to dinner, I didn't stop feeling sick. I just felt sick the whole way, and then dinner was hard to eat. And then after dinner, I felt sick, and then when I tried to fall asleep at night, I felt like I needed to vomit, and I just felt sick in bed and couldn't sleep. And I couldn't lay on my stomach. Tried laying on my side, couldn't really do that because my stomach still hurt. It was really really bad. I haven't been that sick in like forever, and I don't know what it was. Like I don't know what's wrong, but yeah. So traveled, and then what happened? Yeah, from Istanbul to Shanghai, I was supposed to get picked up in the airport, which I don't know if my flight arrived early or he arrived late, but there was no one there with a sign to pick me up. So I walked around the airport aimlessly, being like confused and really fucking scared. And then these ladies kept harassing me, asking me if I wanted to buy like a Chinese SIM card, and I was like, fuck off, like, leave me alone. I'm like nervous and scared and stuff. And then I walked up to like, I finally like, I was starting to give up, so I walked up to an airport staff. She had that on her shirt, and I was like, oh, can you help me? Can you like call this number? And she's like, oh, not for free. And I was like, what the fuck? You're not airport staff, you bitch. But yeah. So that was really scary. I have used some of my expensive data on trying to contact the guy saying I was in the airport and I needed like help being found, which apparently have some free data before that gets capped, so that you don't just randomly use like tons of money. But I didn't know that. But yeah, so he found me, dropped me off in Shanghai in a hotel, and I had some nice noodles for dinner, which also made me feel that I thought they made me feel sick because I felt like really sick after them. But that was just the effect of eating while being sick, I guess, because it happened every day for a week. And then yeah, from Shanghai, that was on the 2nd of, no, it was the 3rd of August. Then I woke up I was told to wake up and be outside of the hotel at 9 a.m., so I was. And then an agent didn't arrive till 9:30, which sucked. And then we had to wait for his other friend till 10, so I could have slept an hour extra, but no worries. And then they sent me on the like the fast train, the bullet train, I don't know what, speed train, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I was off. And they told me to get off at a specific stop and like the time and everything. And I was like hella nervous I was gonna fuck it up, so I asked the cute girl next to me, and she's like no English, but she sort of helped. And then I got off, and then I took the wrong exit, and that was great because then I was in the exact same situation as the airport, where I couldn't find the guy and I was lost. And then I didn't even have internet inside the train station. I don't know if it was blocked off or whatever, but I somehow managed to like send a message off that I'm here, please help me, I'm dying. And yeah, they found me again. And then that was a really bizarre day, because then I arrived in the house, and the driver showed me my room here, and then the nanny gave me a bottle of water, and then nothing happened for hours. I kept thinking something was going to happen, like they were going to come and introduce me to the kids or introduce themselves, like the family or whatever. But I just sat in my room and I was tired, so I slept for an hour. And then at dinner time, I went down, and then the whole family was dying, like grandparents and everything, except the kids weren't there, which was really confusing. And then the mother also wasn't there, and the dad didn't identify himself as like being the dad. So I was like hella confused. That was like the most weird meal, and everyone was just staring at me laughing and like smiling, and I was like, yep, yes, yes, yes. But everyone was incredibly nice though. And then the mum came halfway through the meal and introduced herself and was really nice. And yeah, then on the 4th of August, I went out to get a Chinese SIM card so I can, use Google Maps and stuff without getting lost. And at first, I didn't bring my passport because the driver said I should bring my, no, not driver, the chef said I should bring a copy of my passport, so I did, but apparently I needed my actual passport. So we had to walk twice, and it was way too hot. But I got the Chinese SIM card set up, and then other than that, I was just chilling. The kids weren't arriving till the 6th of August, so I didn't have to do anything. But it was way too hot to go outside. And the internet was really bad here, so I was like hella depressed. And then I told them. And then on the 5th of August, a guy came over, the kid's cousin came over, and he had studied in America, so he had good English. And then he translated with the mum like a bunch of practical information I needed to know, like what was going on, how stuff worked. So that was actually like reassuring, finally getting some information on how stuff works. And then, I got good internet. I got a router in my room, which is right over there. I've showed it already. But, yeah, so then I got good internet, so everything was pretty good. And then on the 6th of August, when the kids were supposed to arrive, they didn't, which was really weird. At 6 p.m. I was like, alright, dinner's soon. 7 p.m. I was like, oh, I better go check. And then one kid was like going around the house like crying and screaming or whatever, being really upset. And there were no parents home and no other kids, so I was like really confused. And like the kitchen looked pretty like empty and stuff. And then I told the chef, I was like, dinner? What's going on? And then he was like, oh, you haven't had dinner? And then he made me something real quick. And then I went back to my room and sort of just chilled and went to bed and was like really confused. And then on the 7th, I woke up, met the kids. I thought they were going to be like really shy and stuff, but they were pretty like talkative already. Like we could talk, and their English was really nice. So yeah, I met them, and what happened? Oh, we watched 4 where they skipped past every plot scene and just watched all the action. So that was, I understand everything that happened in that movie. Ask me anything, I'll know. And then, yeah, we ate dinner, and I gave them their presents. And then after that, they watched a Chinese movie, which I didn't have to go to because I don't speak Mandarin. And yeah, I was just chilling. So then we've got the 8th of August, which was, I went to do homework. I was told to go down in their apartment, the grandparents' apartment. We live on the 21st floor, they live on the 2nd floor, same building. So I was told to go down to the 2nd floor, but they'd already done the homework. So then basically just didn't do anything, went back to my room. They went to sleep because they were jet lagged. And then at like 1:30 I was like, hey, if you want to do something, just let me know. But I think they were doing their own thing. And then what happened else? After dinner we went to the cousin's house again. The cousin lives in the building adjacent to this one on like the 17th floor. And yeah, then we just watched another movie, which, yeah, I think, we watched some Chinese movie with like a sniper and stuff. And it had English subs, so I understood it. And we didn't skip any of the plot, so nice meme. And then, what else? 9th of August, they played on their iPad. I was like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Yes, yeah." I was like, "Are you sure?" "Yeah." Well, at half an hour, and the mum came in and got very angry and like, whew, do not play games in front of an Asian mum. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, yeah, that was intense. I felt really awkward and bad, and I was like afraid I was kind of in trouble because I let them. Except I didn't know you weren't like they weren't supposed to. But yeah. And then after that, they had to do tons of Chinese homework. They have a Chinese tutor who came over, and then I was supposed to come over at 4 p.m. in the apartment to do English homework with them. But at 4 they weren't finished, so I just sat outside with the mum, and I had black tea for the first time, which was really, really nice. I liked it. I had one cup to be polite, and then a second cup, and then a third, and then I think I took over the kettle and had a bunch more. Like, um, Chinese black tea is really, really nice. I enjoyed it. But yeah, the kids didn't finish their Mandarin till like 4:30 or 4:40. So at that point we went out and played basketball, which was pretty fun. And then we went to the cousin's house and watched another movie. We watched like Spider-Man 2, except we skipped all the plot, so we only watched the action. But yeah, that was pretty good. And then what else? Oh, then there's today. Today we did the English homework finally. I sat with them and read and helped them with their pronunciation and words they didn't understand. And then other than that, we played some animal game like clapping, and then you had to say an animal and stuff. I was really bad at it. It was weird and I didn't get it, but whatever. And then I watched one of the boys play drums, actually both. And then we jumped on the trampoline and we played in their room and we were just chilling. And then since then, they went to play with a friend and I went over to his house with them. And then they came back here and then they started playing some card game. And they were speaking full Chinese anyway, so I was like, okay, leave them be, let them do their thing. And now I'm here chilling. But, yeah, overall, that's been my week. Fuck. Things have been, like, I would say, they haven't been so eventful yet. Like I said, I haven't been outside much. I've been to the supermarket twice alone. Once to get Sprite and once to get water. No. Once to get, yeah, okay, twice. But, yeah, and it's really nice down there, but it's way too hot. I'll have to go out and explore, like, there are other shops around here too, but it's just too hot to go outside. And right now, the kids are on summer holiday, so, like, they're home all day and stuff, so my time off is, like, flexible. It depends on when they've got, Chinese tutoring or stuff to do. Whereas, when they're back to school, I'll have set time off, so I don't know when to go out and stuff now. And then, yeah, with the food situation, food has been really nice. They have their own chef, so we've had like really nice breakfast every day, like omelette and rice and like fried rice, that sort of deal, and vegetable, like really nice breakfast. And then lunch has been same sort of deal, and then dinner has been like dinner's a bit weird because now I'm eating with the kids now that they're here. But sometimes it'll just be like a grandparent eating with me. And then there's always like 5 different types of vegetables and like watermelon. And then there's 1 or 2 types of meat. And then they'll give you boiled rice with nothing, like no flavoring or anything. And then I think you can put soy sauce on. But yeah, I don't know. And then the only food I don't like is meat with a lot of fat on it or bones. Oh, and then we also had shrimp twice. Yesterday there was like some huge shrimps in these noodles, and I was like, okay, I will just take the noodles, thank you. And then there was some other meat, because like I said, there's different stuff. And then today for lunch there was like small shrimps in the noodles, and I was like, alright, I will avoid them like the plague. But the noodles still tasted like shrimp, so it was like, I don't know, that wasn't my cup of tea. How long do I have left on the recording? Alright, 5 minutes. But, yeah, the food has been very nice. And, What else is there? Like I said, the people have all been very very kind. Like the driver and stuff, and all the other random people that walk around the house. They're all very very friendly. Everyone smiles and is nice. Parents are both very nice. I haven't talked much to the dad, but the mum has been very very nice. Like she's always smiling and nice, and she doesn't know much English, but like she does her best. And yeah, she's cool. And then the chef is really really nice. He helped me get the SIM card, and yeah, he's just a really friendly dude. And then the nanny also. I feel like her and I are the ones watching the kids, because like even if I'm like hanging out with them, the nanny can still she hangs out with them as well, and they obviously have a closer connection with her. And yeah, she's really cool, and their cousin is cool as well, and their aunt and uncle are also very nice. Like when I'm over there, I think the aunt was like very happy. She gave me a piece of cake, and again I took it to be polite. And then she gave me a second piece, and I was like, "Oh, this tastes pretty good, so I'll take it." And then I think she like laughed and like taunted her like kid and husband or something, because maybe they didn't like the cake or something. I thought it was pretty good, but yeah. But everyone's very nice. And what else is there? Basically, everyone's nice, and the food is good, and the kids are very nice. Like both of the boys, they're twins. They're 10 years old. They're like very cheeky, and like they swear more than I like. I think they swear more than I did when I was 10. But like they're very cheeky and like upbeat, having fun. But they're both very nice. And then the daughter I haven't talked to that much, but she's also like she's cool. I talked to her like a little bit, a couple of times. She's 13, and she's also like her English is better than the boys, and they have like good English. So yeah, everyone is cool. And yeah, the boys do have like pretty good English. Like they can hold up a conversation like decently well. Sometimes like one of the boys has like a worse accent than the other, so it's kind of hard to understand. But they're both like pretty easy to understand and talk to. Yeah. So I think that's it for this weekly review thingy. I hope I'm not just like regurgitating too much of the same stuff that you've seen in the vlog. I kind of am, but it's a weekly recap. I guess you could skip the vlogs, but yeah, I don't have much else to say. Everyone's nice, food is good, trying new things like black tea and that weird cake. Oh, the cousins were on, the uncle and aunt were on the balcony, and they had like a stone thing and a big hammer, and then they were smashing. I thought it was bread at first, but it was like, I don't know if you've seen it. I think they do it in Japan as well. Some like green stuff, and then they smash it with a big hammer, and it's some Chinese dish. Someone in the comments can let me know what that's called, because it's definitely called something. But yeah, other than that, I don't have much else to say. Let me think. Yeah, basically just been chilling. Hopefully I will get to know the kids better, and everything will just, become more and more smooth. I think the school holidays are probably the hardest part, because there's so much time, but at the same time it's easier to get to know them. And then after that, school starts, and it'll be colder here, because the heat is way too unbearable to go out in. So when it gets colder, I can go out and like do stuff and have fun. But yeah, until then, whoa, too close. Until then, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what's up, and let me know what that thing is called, the green stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Peace. So I wanted to keep you guys updated and in the loop. So basically, since I last recorded, we went out for dinner to eat, and we went to Westlake, which is this famous place in Hangzhou, and then we went to a restaurant there, and it was like a really really nice restaurant. Basically, we drove up, and then I should not stand near the fan, or I should turn it off, but it's too hot to turn it off. But yeah, we went to this nice restaurant, and then it was near Westlake, and you drove in, and then all the family members were there, basically, like, cousins, uncle, aunt, grandparents, everyone was chilling. And then, for some reason, it was like a restaurant that was like, we were the only people there. There was only one table, and then there were like, but it was like a really nice. There was like a nice waitress and waiter and stuff. And then I had this interesting juice that was pretty good. I had a lot of glasses of that. They kept refilling. It was nice. And then I got away pretty good. It was like so much seafood, which I don't mess with, but I got away pretty good. At one point, the aunt who I was sitting next to was like, "Oh, do you want this?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm okay." And then she's like, "All right." I'm like, "No, no, 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 no." And she's like, "Oh, okay, not okay." I'm like, the English language isn't that good because that's like hella counterintuitive. But oh, my camera angles are bad. But yeah. And then the mum was like, "Oh, you want to try this fish?" And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I tried that, and it was decent. And then I tried not squid. I tried octopus, but that was on my own accord. I saw the octopus, and I was like, you know what? Like, scorpion, octopus. Octopus is probably pretty good. So I had one piece, which it was decent. Probably rated an 8 out of 8, mate. And then I was like, okay, so I'll have another 2 pieces. So I had 3 pieces of octopus today, which was, yeah, pretty good. And then what else? Oh, I had Chinese pizza as well. I didn't talk about that earlier in the video. I had Chinese pizza yesterday for lunch. Or was it today? I can't remember. But I had Chinese pizza as well at the restaurant. And yeah, Chinese pizza is like pretty good. It has nothing to do with pizza, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. What else was there? I know, a lot of seafood. There was like some pork stuff, and there was some soup that was decent. There was a lot of good food. And even, the stuff that I didn't like, I respect it. You could tell it was good. So everything was nice. Really nice restaurant. All the family members were there. It was the same sort of thing where everyone's like laughing at me, and I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'm white and foreign, and they're like, yeah, I'm like, but yeah, it was funny. I couldn't tell when I came in. They all like greeted me with like a very over exaggerated hello, and I was like, I think they were making fun of me, but I don't know. But they're all very, very kind. And then when I said goodbye, I was like, goodbye, and they're all like, oh. So, everyone's very kind. And yeah, restaurant was good. I don't know if I have anything else to say. It was near West Lake. West Lake looks beautiful. I'm definitely going to go take photos there once I get the opportunity. And yeah, other than that, oh, I forgot to give you guys a bonus meme. Bonus meme today is that our apartment complex, the elevator, there's no there's no level 13, and I know what you guys are thinking, like, old news, man, like, I knew that, 13 is unlucky, yeah, I know, but, yeah, there's no 13, and then, because that's, unlucky in Western culture, and then there's no 4, because that's unlucky in China, so they've just scratched, like, 2 numbers, so if you guys have any, like, numbers that are really unlucky in your culture, just, like, let me know, and I'll tell the building manager to just fuck that floor. You can't have those unlucky numbers, man. But, yeah, other than that, I don't know. Everything's good. I'm gonna go to bed. By the way, I'd already rendered this video. Now I have to render it again, and it's gonna take, like, 2 hours, so this update better, like, it's worth it, I guess. But, thanks for watching. Already said that, but double thanks. Smash that like button, subscribe, join the giveaway that doesn't exist, I don't know. Anyway, peace.